Hello YouTube, this is Jeff with Jeff's Toy Reviews, and today I'm reviewing Transformers Earthrise War for Cybertron Trilogy, Decepticon Pounce, and Wingspan. Now these are the clones from a while ago. So G1, they had a couple of clones. They had the Autobot clones, which are, I believe it was Windraker and Fastlane, and then we had also Wingspan and Pounce, which were the Decepticons. Now they redid them in Titans Return, I believe, and I think it was Titans Return. They had them come back out, or they did this release version of them. These are the same figures. Now, I sold mine, so I don't have them anymore, but these are basically the same size Legend figures. This pack just came out this week, I guess, or this weekend at Target. I did open it. I wanted to check something for a friend, and I'll explain that when I go ahead and finally get everything unboxed. So, but I wanted to show you what they look like in the packaging. This set was $24.99 at Target. So if you don't have the clones anymore, if you got rid of them, or if you wanted to get another set, I will tell you the paint is a little different. It's the same colors, but there's kind of like a metallic finish. And of course, you know, what they transform into is very prominent on their chest. I don't think that's a rub sticker, which is too bad. So, but anyway, so to look at the packaging first, you do see them here, of course, in the packaging. You got Wingspan and Pounce in their alt modes. It says Cybertronian villains, which is interesting. On the side here, double pack, deluxe figure or do figures, whatever, you know, do figures, double pack, kit duplo, and I'm not going to butcher it, I'm sorry. So we see the it looks like the arc, the Autobot arc, or you know, just the arc from that carried all the Autobots and stuff. Here we see the Earthrise, the same thing we've been seeing on the other packages for Earthrise. On the back we do have some nice product shots. 7 steps to transform for Wingspan into his bird mode, 9 steps for him into the wolf, and of course, you know, just nice product shots, nothing big. You do have a bunch of warnings there down there on the bottom, some small writing, and basically a bunch of product stuff. On the top just says Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, and that's it. So I did open these from the top here. I'm just going to show you, they do come in a tray, and they are trapped with these little straps and stuff in the tray, these little bands there, and then we do get, of course, everything else. Now this one does come with the red decoder, so I guess there's something more here to decode. So if everybody's following that, then that is something you're definitely gonna probably want to see with this set. It's the way they get you, right? And then they got the warning labels or the warnings for all different languages and who to call and everything else there. And then of course we have our instructions. So let me get these guys out of this tray and I'll be right back. All right, and here they are right out of the packaging. And let me tell you something, because I had the first set and I sold them, I'm happy that I was able to rebuy the Decepticons, or the clones for the Decepticons. I'm hoping they do come out with the Autobot sets. I sold them as well, but I will be honest, the knee joint's a little loose. The paint is a little different, definitely more metallic or more shiny on the chest area. Everything else though feels the same. The purples seem a little darker. I mean, it feels a little, they look a little darker to me from what I remember. So, you know, so it's going to be up to you. If you own the other ones, I would, you know, think about it. I'll give you my opinion at the end though. I mean, I'm probably guess what it is already, but so here we go. We have these guys here with us. So these guys are basically Legend class figures, and Legend class figure is basically like a 3-inch figure, 2.5-inch figure. Here is this isn't Windcharger. I cannot remember this guy's name for some reason, but he's basically a retool of Windcharger. So that is this guy here. Can't remember his name. It's going to kill me. I'll put it, if I remember it, I'll put it in the description below, or I'll name it at the end of it when I put the size comparisons up. So there he is. So, I mean, this is a Legends class figure from the Titans Return. What is it? The Titans Return and the, was it Prime? Powers of the Prime series. So this is a typical Legends class figure. These guys are the same size, so it gives you that. Here we have, this is what they call a deluxe figure now, which I think is smaller than the originals. So this is a deluxe class. This is Barricade. This is a, so got him, got these guys together. So take a look at that. Okay. Then we do have him with Voyager class Soundwave. Now I brought Soundwave out really because of the bird. I'll do a little bird comparison there. It's pretty cool. I mean, they, they're of course tiny guys, and he's basically a now Voyager class, so it's not bad. And then we have, I did bring in these little Micromasters guys, so you can see what they look like there. So, really tiny. It's probably one of my favorite Micromaster figures. There's that. And then last but not least, we do have from the Earthrise collection, Optimus Prime. Of course, they're not regularly going to be seen there, so he's considered although his body is a Voyager, he is a leader because basically he comes with a trailer. Sorry, a little grab of my own. I have not reviewed this guy yet, but I will. So, yeah, so there we go. You have your Decepticon clones. You kind of, get an idea of the size for these guys. And if you're a Transformer collector and you've been collecting for a while, then you know that this is basically, these are Legend class figures. And because they're Legend class figures, they're small than everybody else. And so let's go ahead and take a look at Pounce here. You can just tell the decal there. The paint, everything's painted nicely. He's got the nice red eyes painted in, which is good. Fists are painted. Looks like everything is painted. This is white plastic, but this is a blue plastic. Then it looks like there's a gloss sheen over it. The blue is painted here. The legs are painted, or actually no, it looks like the white is painted on. There's a little bit of runoff, but not much. Yeah, so there we go. And here we go for Wingspan. Same thing. Just got the only difference is the chest and of course the parts on the back. For Articulation, and the reason why I'm grabbing Pounce again instead of showing this for Wingspan is his head is really tight. So, ooh, his is too. So you could turn this way. So here's the thing. They both have a problem turning right. Very interesting. Or turning left, excuse me. Yes, turning left. They both have a problem with that. But, okay, now it's cleared up. So I guess there was something in there. My hands can do a 360. Wow, his joints are tight. That's tight. Okay. Now because of transformation, they can come in just a little bit. Like if he wanted to do, maybe fold his arms. Would look kind of weird, but you can have him fold his arms because you get the kibble. Well, maybe not that drastic, but if you had a weapon or something, you could definitely do some different poses with them. That was one thing I was hoping this reissue would come with is their weapons. Toy Hacks Repro Labels, they have a Repro label set for the original ones, and they actually came with like the weapons that they were supposed to come with when you originally when they originally came out, the G1 versions. So he can kick forward pretty high actually, and he can kick. It goes out, but because this is in the way, so there. But he can do the splits. He has a nice double, or he has just over 90 degrees in the knee, so he can kneel and stuff like that if we want him to. No articulation in the feet, and then nothing in the hands, but he does have a bicep swivel, and then he has this ball joint. The ball joint's there for different reasons. Over 90 degrees in the elbow. Excuse me. And then he can, of course, out to the side and up and everything. So that's so much for their articulation. They do articulate the same, except for, they both have the same thing in the back. I think you can lift this one up a little bit if you wanted to, and you can have kick back that way. Both still 90 degrees at the knee. But, it's part of transformation. So, so there we go. Now, it has been a while, and if you can hear me, I'm actually looking at the directions, because it's been a while since I've transformed these guys. It's kind of amazing that I'm actually looking at the directions. because I can't remember. So for start with Wingspan, we're going to turn his arms here, and then we're going to bring them forward. Ugh. Really tight. That's good. We have our feet here. So I wish there's some, maybe there's something. Apparently there's nothing for them to grab on for their hands to keep everything in place. So we are going to take the legs and we're going to, here like so. I'm going to go out like that. Excuse me, and we're going to turn these like so and like so. Take the head and flip that. And that turns around actually like so, and then there you go. And then where is it? So this will flip like so out. Gotta get our wings, and then there is, see this tab here? There is a tab, and that these come in, and I think it's all about the positioning of the hip here. So because you got to have the ball there facing, there we go. And then because this is going to tab in here, I need to be able to get that facing properly so I can tab. Come on, gotta find that slot. Why am I missing it? I do. I have to look here because I got to make sure I'm definitely missing something. And I know someone's going to go, you suck at transforming. And you're probably right now because I do. Oh, this whole piece I forgot comes out on a hinge. And then it comes out like, come on. And then this will, there we go. Come on. There we are. It's going to hinge out. Come on. This hinge. There we are. And that was the same as the other side. My apologies. Can't believe. And the thing is the instructions do not show that very well. And I will show you that in a second. That's very annoying that it doesn't show it very well. And then there you have your wingspan. This purple is new. I swear this is not the same purple that they used before. I do like the red eyes painted nicely. It's not overdone or anything. The purple's really nice. This is painted, looks like onto this blue, the blue plastic. It's not badly done at all. I'm trying to get these all situated because they keep wanting to move. But yeah, it's not bad. You know, you do have some articulation in the tail, excuse me, the tail feathers. But yeah, I mean, that's your your wingspan. I'll set him down right there. Now we're going to take Pounce. Now Pounce is pretty much the same thing. Just going to turn the head around here. Going to bring up the head. I just do it now because you don't really have to wait for that. Going to turn the fist like so. I believe it's like that because you don't want the emptiness on the bottom, right, Dave? Is that what we're doing? Actually, it is. It is just like that. Bring that down. Like so. Bring that in. Down. Yes, I had to look at the directions yet again. You just turn at the thigh swivel. I don't think I mentioned this thigh swivel. My apologies. You're gonna bring these up like so. And then bring the tail out. I believe that's it. I don't think anything tabs in really. Nope. Nothing tabs in. It just all stays in place, which is, I guess I was remembering something different. I thought things tabbed in a little bit better or stayed together, but no, I mean, it fits pretty good. I mean, there's Pounce in his alt mode, and there's a little bit of articulation here. You do have the legs, the front legs, they do bend, they do not bend backwards, and then you can mess with the hind legs a little bit, but I mean, that's basically the articulation. The tail can kind of go up unless you want it all the way up, which looks really weird. And then, so there you go. Because I think in the Titans Return version, you would put a little Titan Master back here, if I remember right. I cannot remember completely straight off the bat. So there you go. There's Pounce. Yeah. So with that, it's interesting. Let's go ahead and bring in some stuff for comparison. Okay, so for a couple comparisons, I'm just doing a very, very few comparisons right now, only because I just don't want to do a lot of them. No, I'm kidding. I actually just don't have a lot to just like put out there and transform at this moment. So I didn't want to transform Prime again. Unfortunately, I do have him for another review coming up that I need to get done. So please forgive me on that. But I do have a couple of, so you can get an idea of their size. I wish they had a masterpiece version of these guys. I don't know. Maybe they would have better transformations or something. I don't know. So first of all, this is, I cannot remember this MicroMaster's name. I'll put it in the description, I guess, or put it at the end when I take pictures or however. But here he is with Wingspan. Give you an idea. I mean, he's a deluxe. This is a MicroMaster. So there you go. Here he is with Tailgate. Yes, I finally remembered his name. So here's Tailgate. Tailgate is, of course, he's a Legends class figure. So these are, these are basically, so that's about right. That is about the right transformation for these guys. So there we go. There is something. So this clicks, I just noticed this. These click into the chest so they don't move. And then you do have a little bit of articulation for the feet at the bottom. So there we go there. Do these click in the chest too? Nope, these do not click into the chest. Too bad. So, but there you go. There's Tailgate. Thank you for that. And here he is with Barricade. So, Barricade is a deluxe class figure. They're saying these are deluxe class sometimes. It's a dual pack. So when these guys were, Legends were $8.99 or $9.99, you're paying $24 to get them both together. So, and here he is, together. So, yeah. And then I do have Laserbeak here. I did not transform Soundwave. Just, again, one of those other transformers that I just didn't want to mess with back and forth. Here he is with Laserbeak. So you can get a real idea for how small Laserbeak is and how much bigger this guy is. Because, these are micro type figures. So, alrighty. And that is that. So as I'm transforming these back to their figure mode, their robot modes, I'll just give you my opinion. If you have these guys already, if you have them already, I would actually say, just kind of save your money, unless you really, really feel you have to have a 2-pack involved or in your collection. The reason being is they didn't change anything. It looks like they did add a little bit of paint and change the paint scheme a little bit, but it's not so much so that it is absolutely worth putting another $25 out there. If you already have the figures, like I said, you probably bought the $100 set to get, I think it was one of the Autobot clones. Actually, there was two big sets of 5 figures. One had an Autobot clone, the other had a Decepticon clone. So I mean, you already spent that, and then if you found the 2-pack of, I think it was, I want to say it was it was Fastlane and Pounce, but I could be very wrong. If you want to add a comment below and let me know, that's fine. Too bad this doesn't collapse up all the way or anything, because it would just be nice to actually have a little bit more articulation in the legs. Turn those around, bring this back up. Good thing though is with the legs back here, you do get a really nice fat heel spur back there, so he's not going to tip backwards real easy. And he has the nice extra heel spur down here because of his just the wings and how they fold up. So yeah, so that is basically it for my opinion on these. If you have these guys already, it's a pass. I mean, unless you really have to have another set in a nice, nice little window package box, that's pretty cool. I'm probably going to keep the packaging on this one just so, it's like, hey, check out, they're in the window packaging. If I store them or anything, I can just keep them in the nice packaging. But I mean, I'm glad to have these figures back in my collection because I did sell mine. Even my G1 figures I sold way back in the day, so it's nice to have them back. So I guess my final opinion is, if you don't have them, they're definitely worth the pickup. If you do have them, you can pass unless you're a hardcore collector and you want them. If this isn't your bag, just skip it anyway. So again, $24 at Target. If you have your Target card, I think you save like 5%. That at least cuts into tax and stuff for you. So that's some advice for you. Other than that, I don't think I mean, I can't highly recommend this figure just because it's like, well, I mean, it's an okay set. I guess that's it. So again, if you don't have it, get it. If you don't want it, you don't need it. If you want another set, up to you. So that is my review of these guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for letting me ramble on and just kind of get my thoughts out there. Trying to get reviews out on more of a regular basis. So, again, thank you. Thank you for watching. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share with your friends. If you're on Twitter, retweet it. If you're on Instagram, check it out. Give the like button. Hit that like. That helps me. You can follow me at Jeff's Toy Reviews. I will have all that information below. And that's it. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a great day. And see you around.